Hello, I wanted to do a short little tutorial on how to do a speed build. This is for my friend Miss Prissy. She was wanting to know kind of the basics of how to go about doing a speed build. But what you do is you record with whatever you're recording with. You record it, and then you open up your recording in whatever video editing software you use. May it be Corel or whatever. You bring it, import it here to your little media center. This here is your timeline or your storyboard. It'll show in either one. And basically all of these are the same. They all have a story, a timeline, and a storyboard. So what you do is you just drag your media to the timeline and you cut out the parts that you don't want, and say let's cut this part right here. You just highlight it, hit the scissors, and hit delete. So you've cut that out. That's a part that you don't want. So I just go through my video and cut out the parts that I don't want to keep so it won't be so long. Everybody does it a different way, I'm sure. This is just my way of doing it, and I'm by no means an expert at this. It's just, this is the way I do it for the time being, and I'm learning new ways every time I do it. So to speed it up, you just double click, or I do on my Filmora, you just double click your timeline video and you got speed right here, and this speed will actually slow it down. And you can play in slow version if you got a part you really want to do a slow version on, or you can speed it up and then it really gets going. Okay, so that's how you speed it up. This is the settings that Filmora has. Most of them have the option to where you change the setting exactly where you want it. So this is 5. This jumps from 5 times to 10, and I'm not sure. You probably can change it like to 7 or 8, but I'm not sure how to do it because this is a new program for me. So that's how you speed it up. So we'll speed it up to 5. That way it'll go pretty quick. I want to detach the sound that I recorded in the game, or at least turn it off to where you can't hear it, and that way when you do a voiceover, which is your voice recording, you do a voiceover and you won't have none of the game sound in it. So you can do this 2 ways. You can actually right click, or you can in my program, and hit audio detach. Most of them have audio detach, and then you can either keep it or delete it. Another way to do this is you can double click it and go up here, and it's got audio and video. You can just turn your audio volume down. Either way, you won't have the sound. If you detach it and delete it, the sound will be gone, and if you turn the volume down, you won't have no sound from the game that you just recorded. So it doesn't matter if you record in the game with sound on or not. You can always take it out in your editing program. I'm not sure you can in Windows Movie Maker. I don't think you can in Windows Movie Maker. You may be able to, but I'm not sure. So it's been a long time since I used it. So like I said, this speeds it up, and then you just cut out the parts that you don't want. In mine, like you can say if I wanted, I showed us starting this year, and if I wanted to kind of jump through the build, I'd just kind of cut it and jump through to the end to here, and I'd cut it again. I'd delete this part, and then I could add a transition that would kind of make it like filter right into let me find the dissolve, and you just kind of go from one right into the other if you're watching it. It transitions right into the last part. So that's a lot of stuff you can cut out like that. and just transition into the next part, which makes your video shorter so you can add more stuff to it. So when this video started, it was over 6 minutes because I done cut some of it off. So that's what I do. I just go through and cut out what I don't need. And then, I mean, everything, once you get it set, what you cut out and what you don't want and what you do want to keep. Like I cut this. We didn't use that part, so I'm not going to keep it. So you would cut it here and start it back where you actually kept what you were using. That's what I usually do. Okay, and then cut it here and delete that. Then add your transition over it again, and it'll just transition right into the next part. There you go. So that's how you add transitions, and just kind of Google your filters and your overlays for the program that you're using, and your elements. You can add text and pick out what all you want to do, and you just click over here in your window, and then you've got a text that appears, and you just time it however you want to time it to, and when you want it to set to appear. I mean, you can set it however on your timeline, however you want it to be set. So that's how you add your text. Your music is the same way. You just go to your music and pretty much drag and drop whatever you want to listen to. And you can edit the sound of your music. You can turn it down also. You can also go over here and turn down your music, your background music, and then turn your master up or turn your recording voice up. However, once you open up this again, it'll kind of show you what you've recorded over and what you stopped. Okay, I wanted to show you another little trick that you could maybe use. It kind of makes it look neat when it's laying itself in. It's like you could do like portions of, say, let's get some dirt, say like do some portions of your landscaping. You could like do portions of your landscaping, and then just would kind of like lay in there when when you're doing a playback on it. You could speed it up, and it would kind of like just flow right in there. So just another idea. You can do it with rooms also. Just kind of have to watch how you set everything in the room for it to load back in. Like the shelves, you don't want whatever you set on a shelf to load before you do the shelves. Or a table, you want the table and then the whatever you set on it to load. So that's something interesting to do. And it kind of makes it look like it just kind of like falls right in there when you're doing a playback on your speed build, like putting your rooms together or your landscaping or whatever. Alright, that's just another little tip for you. Well, that's basically about it on the speed build, on how you would start to go about speed building anyways, or this is how I do it. So thank you all for watching, and I appreciate it. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and Miss Prissy, I hope this helps you out. Thanks for watching.